Title of our case study is Grow Together Strategies and Corporate Entrepreneurship of Tbsb Supply Base, Tbsb. Introduction. Tbsb Supply Base Sdn Bhd located at Jalan Tbsb 16700 Pasir Puteh in Kelantan, Malaysia, which is a private company. Tbsb have 216 staff that work in the building office, and some of them has operated at operation departments. It was located in Peninsula Malaysia and Gulf of Thailand in giving the oil and gas service. Ahmad Zaki Resources Berhad LZRB, who has a headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, was incorporated on 26 May 1997, was the biggest stakeholder in the Tbsb. It has propelled by a pool of professionals who forms the fundamental core strength. LZRB has proudly completed numerous buildings and infrastructure locally and abroad, such as India and Saudi Arabia. LZRB has since grown from an engineering and construction setup to a multidisciplinary conglomerate, diversifying into strategic business ventures, namely oil and gas, as the operator of Tbsb. Tbsb has received fully government in January 2015 by Malaysian government and has started development in 3rd November in 2015. In 2015, they have developed for preparing the facility at the supply base. Tbsb has owned subsidiary and operated by Metric Reservoir Sdn Bhd MRSP. Moreover, Tbsb has obtained licenses and certification from National Oil Company Petronas and from relevant government. After receiving the approvals, Tbsb has been in position to develop the 328-acre site and has attracted the providers of support services to the offshore oil and gas (ONG) industry players. Tbsb having the areas of 250 acres of land, and it has license under Section 65 and 65A, Bonded Warehousing and Manufacturing of the Custom Act 1967. It also known as Malaysia's third offshore supply base in Kelantan after the 30-year-old supply base in Kemaman and Labuan that have brought direct and indirect investment to Kelantan, which will spur economic activity in the state. They are aimed at servicing the needs of Malaysia-Thailand Joint Development Area, to which it is nearer than Kemaman further south. Tbsb has provided an integrated support service and facilities, is able to give cost-efficient services to their client. It is also providing an integrated facilities comprising safe and sheltered and integrated facilities comprising safe and sheltered building, custom bonded area, property rental services, as well as other value-added services. Tbsb has expected to create savings to product sharing contract (PSC) customers, especially those PSC that are currently operating at the Malaysia-Thailand Joint Development Area (MTGDA) and Malaysia-Vietnam Commercial Arrangement Area (CAA), due to shorter vessel voyage as compared to Kemaman Supply Base (KSB. The land distance to MTGDA and CAA from Tbsb Supply Base is only 160 km as compared to 360 km from KSB. The shorter vessel voyage is also translate a lesser fuel requirement and lower operational cost to PSC. Tbsb acts as a catalyst for the development of local industries for the state of Kelantan and the east coast of Peninsula Malaysia. Tbsb has planned for 4 phases in developing the supply base that has 200 acres, which is in phase 1 has been started from 2011 until 2015, then phase 2 in 2015 until 2020. Phase 3 in 2020 until 2030, and in the last of Phase 2030 until 2040. As a summarize, Tbsb is situated at strategic location to cater all the major oil and gas activity with provided service and support in the base to ensure efficiency and seamless support to the offshore activities. Tbsb also optimize service quality, cost effectiveness, and value in its activities. Tbsb is the premier service and facilities provided for the oil and gas industry. Tbsb is vigorously contribute to the wealth of Kelantan's socio-economic development.
Next, I will present the strategic architecture. Architecture is a term used by John Clay in 1993 to describe the relational contract within and around the organization with customers, supplier, and staff. The mission of the corporation is to provide infrastructure facility to support the offshore petroleum industry in Malaysia, Thailand, MTJDA, and Malaysia and Vietnam CAA, and as Coast as Malaysia Peninsula Malaysia. Its mission is to become a catalyst for the development of local industry in Kelantan, which to introduce, promote, and develop petroleum supply and shipping industry to Malaysia. Thus, the corporate objective will become a premier supply base in the east coast of Peninsula Malaysia and as the main port such as gateway to the state of Kelantan to support its trading activity involving import and export. For the quality policy, Tbsb very committed at all times to safety fully needs of the customer in terms of quality and delivery through the implementation of an efficient quality system. In addition, Tbsb also implement the strategic concept of corporate social responsibility (CSR). CSR is an essential part of Tbs corporate culture.
Okay, today I will explain about external environment. Firstly, I will explain about opportunities for Tok Badli supply base Sdn Bhd. Okay, first their opportunity is by setting up new distribution center. Okay, by setting up new distribution center for chemical industry, they can attract more logistic companies to operate at the Tok Bali supply base. Then the distribution center also will help a lot in for the logistic process. The distribution center will provide feedstock and supplies to meet the customers' requirement. Besides that, the supply base also will give Tok Bali supply base competitive advantage to accommodate bigger vessel and by using the dry bulk cargo. Lastly, the distribution center can provide service for general cargo and chemical. Besides that, another opportunity for Tok Bali supply base is by starting new direct shipping service. With the new direct shipping service, Tok Bali supply base business can be improved by giving out new services features towards their customer. Then Tbsb also can offer the services at the discounted price for the existing customer, so that the customer will be loyal to them. Tbsb also can strengthen their business relationship and establish good connection within Tbsb and its customer. Lastly, Tbsb also can attract outside customer, especially from the Tok Bali manufacturer area and entrepreneur, to use their direct shipping services.
Next is trade for Tok Bali supply base Sdn Bhd. First is fierce competition. The competition for the supply base business is quite high, since a lot of supply base already operating at east coast of Malaysia and the south of Thailand. The effect Tbsb the most in their supply base is quite small compared to another. Their supply base is also new to the business. customer might doubt their capability. Second is how to expand their plan. Tbsb plan is having difficult to expansion in the local regulated to sell their land. The local had set high ridiculous price for the land, thus giving problem to Tbsb. Tbsb also a problem with the Kelantan government because the government did not want to help Tbsb to negotiate with the local in the negotiation over the land. They already explained to the government, Kelantan government, regarding their business purpose and the benefit they can toward Kelantan state. We knew if they managed to expand their plan, but since no action had to be taken yet.
Okay, now I will present my part, which is internal environment. The first one is corporate structure. Following is the way as the corporate structure of Tok Bali supply base Sdn Bhd. I present divisional structure. This structure organize business activity into specific market, product, service, or customer groups. The purpose of the divisional structure is to create work team that can produce similar product matching the needs of individual groups. A common example of divisional structure is geographically structure, where regional division are built to provide products or service to a specific location. The next one is corporate culture. Corporate culture of Tbsb is mainly based upon maximizing the value of shareholder. It also mainly believes in giving safety to the customers. It believes in giving maximum satisfaction to the customer will lead with leaders in the cost structure. Tbsb also make sure their customer feels safe and doesn't think about the whole process such as fuel and water, mechanical handling and equipment, bonded warehouse, customs and immigration, and office space for the oil and gas exploration process. It is because they will manage all the process from the beginning until the end.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Atika Mizraili and I will present about the strength of Tok Bali supply base. Tbsb is a new nearby road after Kemaman. Minister of International Trade and Industry Datuk Mustafa Muhammad said Tok Bali is seen have a big potential to be transformed into a new supply base after Kemaman. Tbsb also located at the Malaysia Road that nears to oil and gas exploration activities. Then, since Tok Bali being located nearest to the road, it's really suitable to become a new supply base after Kemaman. Second is job opportunities in Tok Bali supply base. Tok Bali supply base offers so many jobs to community. It is because after they start to run their business, they also need to look at the plan from the aspect of human capital and support industry that are needed, and this is the small and medium industry. So they need semi-professional and professional workers from the nearby place. Next is about the weakness of Tok Bali supply base. First is marketing. The challenge that Tbsb had faced in marketing is that their company is located in a remote area, so it's difficult for them to promote their company. And the second point is about the financial problem. Tbsb is located at the Kelantan, and as we know, Kelantan was a state that received a little investment and had its own challenge, including being far from the west coast and lacking infrastructure such as a good road. Because of this problem, it's made the Tok Bali supply base really struggle to attract the company to invest with their company. So when less investment from other company, it's lead to the financial problem to Tbsb.
Now I will present about the human resource management. The corporation also have effectively managed its human resource to benefit all. The human resource management is responsible to the performance and conduct its employee. The management have to ensure the three things: the employment performance evaluation, grievance and complaint procedure, and other personnel policies. For the employee performance evaluation, it is an important element in organization and the greatest asset in the human resource support management. It evaluates the facilitated communication and discussion between the manager, supervisor and employees. It is important to ensure the miscommunication in the organization and they set a performance standard and expectation to identify the weakness and assist employees to achieve their own professional goals. Second is employee complaint procedure. The majority of internal complaints and issues are related to employee conduct. From the policy, it has stated that verbal counseling, instruction and warnings are the first step in addressing inappropriate behavior in the most circumstances. If the inappropriate behavior is continued, disciplinary action progress, which is the written reprimand, suspension and final discharge. Lastly, the employee policy leave. For the human resource management has outlined the employee leave policies in the personal policy and procedure manual. For the employee leave, it granted for many types of reasons, which including the sick leave, leisure care, education leave, and disability leave, which is permitted the mentioned policy. The term and condition of the leave vary and typical for period up to the 12th month with possibility of an extension in extraordinary circumstances. That's all. Thank you.
I am Hurairah Danielsha bin Haris. Next, I would like to explain about information technology that is used in Tok Bali Supply Base Sdn Bhd. Tok Bali Supply Base Sdn Bhd use DSS, Decision Support System, in their company to restore information and other items that is provided in their supply base. Decision system support was used in entire world. The system was very known in logistic service provider and others company to restore information regarding supply and distributive department.
Today I want to present about the strategic factors of the TBS Tok Bali supply base. For the importance of the internal factors, first is the marketing strategy and the implementation for the future growth. For the TBS, and they have the strategies for the future growth. They have been planned for the future phase 1, phase 2 and the phase 3. Next is the level of the operation and the management for the management the company to efficiency. This is very important to the TBS company, TBS Port, to make sure that the level and the management of the company become more efficiencies and can be growth in the future. For the efficient use of the resources like the communication and the ability of the TBS Port, and that is the full operation of the capability in the company. For the importance of the external factors, first is the expansion of the port capacities like the gateways. It is very important to the TBS because TBS is still new, but they need to cover for the capacities like the gateway. Next is the Tok Bali supply base is fully supported by the local authorities. Next is the possibility to accommodate the largest vessel like the sea depth in the port. Next is the record Tok Bali supply base port offers the shortest seaways to get the oil and gas for the vessel. And next is the goal can be supported in the accessible asset issue and environment and ability accomplished at the acknowledging rates later on the taking agenda to the present plan. For the strategy and alternative, the cooperation of the TBS port can be large and large because there are so many alternatives that the cooperation take as the short ways. TBS has very perfect set goals that has been planned for the future management and become the biggest sport in the Kelantan. The TBS flag is the plan to attract biggest company and corporation to join them. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, now I will present about business label strategy adopted by Tbsb, Tok Bali Supply Base. Tok Bali Supply Base wholly owned subsidiary of Matrix Reserve by Sdn Bhd, or we known as MRSB. MRSB is the operator and facilities provider at Tok Bali Supply Base to supply the oil and gas industry at Peninsular Malaysia and Gulf of Thailand. Tok Bali Supply Base provide an integrated facilities comprising safe and sheltered berthing, custom bonded area, property rental service, as well as the value-added service. Tbsb provide an optimal cost and cost-effective route to oil and gas major, as well as their support service company operating at the North Malacca Sea, NMB, Malaysia Thailand Joint Development Area, MTJDA, and Malaysia Vietnam Commercial Arrangement Area, CAA. Next, Tok Bali Supply Base provide an integrated support service and facilities. Tbsb is able to give a cost-efficient service to the client, and all weather we plan 473 lanes meter of the berthing facilities with fuel bunker, potable water, equipment, and dry bulk off-take point for management slot alongside the berth. It could accommodate 5 supply basins and 3 boats at any one time. It allows for 24/7 hours operation, material handling, equipment, transport vehicle, warehouse space, open yard, office space, infrastructure facilities, and storage facilities in a custom bonded area based on bonded warehouse and manufacturing of the custom at 1,967 years. And Tbsb also provide a tremendous saving on fuel and asset utilization. Thank you.
Conclusion, Tok Bali Supply Base is a private company owned by Matrix Reserve Sdn Bhd. The company has 216 staff that underwork their management. It is a big company. Tok Bali Supply Base has a lot of circumstances that the company will facing. Tbsb has a good mission that is to provide infrastructure facilities to support the offshore petroleum industry in Malaysia and Thailand, Malaysia and Vietnam, and East Coast Malaysia, Peninsular Malaysia. Besides it, provide a tremendous saving on fuel and asset utilization and mobilization. So, it is directly become a catalyst for the development of local industry for Kelantan. Normally, every company will facing challenges whether it comes from internal or external environment. For the external environment, Tbsb facing threats such as fierce competition. Tbsb also having hard time to expand their plant because of the local are reluctant to sell their land. This will disturb the company business activity. For internal environment, their corporate structure was organized into business activities such as specific market, product, services, or customer group. For corporate culture, the company believes in giving maximum satisfaction to the customer with leader in the cost structure. With strategic location, it will be a strength to Tbsb company. But the condition of Tbsb is not fully ready and have a lot of project needs to be done. It will give a negative perception from their customer towards the company.